that's the only thing you found. Not your thing. I'm not saying it's based on your academia. I'm saying the fact that it actually makes me quite astounding that that's the only thing that people find.
No,
that is again that because the meaning is the same. There's no.
There's plenty more. So,
go on, show.
Yeah. So, all right. So as a Muslim, you got the 5 pillars.
Yes.
So are the 5 pillars in the Quran?
Yes. No. Yeah, they are.
They are.
So, for example, establishing prayer is one of the pillars.
How many times?
What do you mean?
Well, establishing prayer, but that's not the end of it, is it? There's more details.
So prayer is in there. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but it's a detail in there.
No, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because as I said to you, the Quran, this goes back to the same thing. This is good because we're discussing the same thing. Quran cannot give you the whole teachings in one book. Otherwise there'll be 1,000 books and people won't read. So God has given essential lessons. So for example, in some of the stories, God doesn't even mention the name of a certain servant. So for example, you know Moses, he went on a... Let me answer it, you've asked a question.
No, but you're drifting away from the point I'm trying to make, which is about the 5 prayers.
Yeah.
So the way you get the 5 prayers is from the hadith.
So let me explain to you, because you've asked the question, you have to be patient and you have to listen. Quran. None of it don't preempt. Like what I'm trying to say is that the Quran cannot discuss every path of living of a human being, just like the Bible can't, or any other book within a certain amount of page. And there's a wisdom to that. Yeah, the God, even in the Bible, the original Bible, Allah or God or Yahweh or Bhagwan or one God, right?
But notice you're like drifting again.
No.
So I prefer to be precise, where the 5 prayers are mentioned in the hadith.
So if you let me explain, I'm not drifting, I'm getting to the point.
It's easier for me to explain. So you got the hadith.
But why are you explaining? You asked me.
No, but you're drifting.
No, but I'm... Okay, give me a time limit. 30 seconds, shall I explain?
No, but...
Look, here's the thing, yeah? Give me 30 seconds. Look. Here, when it goes there, I'll stop. So, it's very complicated how to do the prayer and all of these things. So the Prophet taught his companions, and they took it down, as you said, in hadith.
Yeah.
There you go, that's it. Yeah. But what I'm saying, Salah is in the Quran, Iman is in the Quran, that testifying the Lord of Israel is one, from the first commandment, that is in the Quran. La ilaha illallah, there's nothing worthy of worship except God. That's it. That's first. Second, prayer. Third, pilgrimage is in there, of Abraham, when he established worship of God. Fasting is in there. It says, there's a verse of the Quran about fasting. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So you fast, so you may achieve God consciousness, fear of God, of not doing bad deeds. Because when you're fasting, no one can see you. You can eat any time in private, but God can see you. So God And then the 5th one, zakah. It says, give the zakah, establish charity. So it talks about that. How to do it, the Prophet taught many years, because these things are not simple. There are rules of how to do Hajj. There are so many rules you have to learn to do Hajj. It will take you maybe a week to learn it, and then you're fully equipped to go to the journey, to visit the house of God, where Abraham, with the Mecca.
Yeah, but here's the thing, all those things which are mentioned in the hadith, do the hadith have contradictions between them? Hadith,
the thing is, can have chain of narrations which are weak. So, for example, there can be strong hadith which can be one level below the Quran, which means that they are accurate. And then you can have those ones which are contradictions, which are weak, which are completely you don't go by. And then you have a science of scholars. So Quran doesn't have that. Quran is verbatim. That is it. With the hadith you can. So you can have 1%, 2% of hadith which are fabricated, right? And that's normal, because hadith, they have They have that, yeah.
Right. So the
now you're getting on to the next thing. He's talking about hadith. Let me see a contradiction in hadith, right? It's like you learn this stuff. Come on.
No, I've known this for years.
No, but
I haven't learned it recently.
No, but I'm saying you learn this stuff to say. Now I've got a hadith to show you, my friend. It doesn't matter. Look at the essence of Islam. You got 1 billion, something odd billion people, yeah? Coming to Islam. This man Muhammad spoke about a welfare system, political system, and he was closest to Jesus than anyone else. He used to pray on his forehead on the floor. So did Jesus. He used to fast. So did Jesus.
I know, but
worship God, one God alone. So you've got, look at that, my friend, the bigger thing. Worship. You guys have gone far away because you're not worshipping God alone.
Yeah, but this is the thing. All those
put Jesus next to God. Jesus is a mighty, amazing messenger. He's not God.
Yeah, but all of these billions of Muslims, have they been given the details of the hadith and the fact that they...
Yeah, but they don't need the details of the hadith because they have the Quran. Yeah. They have the Quran. They have scholars who've already researched the hadith. Hadith are not 100% all of them.
Right.
2% of them, I told you. Yeah. So I don't know why it's a matter of contention. You can't have thousands of hadith book being all accurate. Quran is the only thing accurate.
Right. So
because you know how hadith are formed. Shall I tell you? I told you something, you passed it on to this person, you passed it on to that person, and if the person is trustworthy, we accept it. If the person is known to be a narrator, we accept it. And it's written down, it's been, come on, it's history. That is more historic.
Yeah.
But Quran is verbatim. Do you get it? So if anything contradicts the Quran of the hadith, we take it away. Do you get it?
Alright, so what about if do you know in the Quran, do you know what the punishment for adultery is?
So for example, which adultery? Are you talking about a woman married to her husband or a woman not married?
No, married.
Or a man married to a husband, a woman married to married?
As long as one of them is married,
okay, both of them have the same punishment.
Yeah.
If they are married and they commit adultery, it's more severe. It's 100 lashes if they're not married, and there's stoning, same as the Judaism law, stoning. Or the Prophet ﷺ said, have mercy, go repent. The Prophet said, ask for forgiveness to a couple who wanted to say, just we feel guilty, stone us to death. He said, no, go repent, go ask for forgiveness constantly. So Islam doesn't say just stone, or this and that. It says, repenting, God will forgive you.
Okay, but does it say stoning in the Quran?
That's the thing I'm trying to show you.
Yeah.
It's not the thing is Quran outlines the most important things that you need to follow. The hadith translates it in detail what the Prophet Muhammad taught the people. Same as Moses, same as Jesus. In Judaic law is the same.
Yeah, but
correct?
Okay, but have you any scholars mentioned to you about why it doesn't mention stoning in the Quran?
Hello.
Yeah.
Why it doesn't mention stoning in the Quran?
In the Quran.
No, because we don't look at that like that. Oh. Because it doesn't talk about in the Quran. As I said, it's an overview. Quran cannot go into detail because then it'll be 100 books.
All right.
It'll be 1,000 books, and then you'll be one person in his lifetime can't read 1,000 books.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Do you believe that Umar bin al-Khattab is a reliable companion?
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to look at the actual narration who is come by. There's a chain of narration, and you can't just say Umar related from the Prophet. Actually, that narration comes from 10, 20 people. So you can't say Umar is irreliable and narrate a hadith. What is the chain of narration of the hadith? Do you know the full chain?
No, but this is Sahih Muslim.
No. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem.
No. But what you're doing is that I know you're showing about you got to check the chain, but this is the thing. Your scholars already done this.
No, they haven't. Let me tell you. Even in Bukhari, they are weak hadith. You see, but the problem I have with the way you're going across, I'll tell you why.
Right.
You're looking for mistakes, brother. And when you're looking for mistakes, you're not being sincere. Because what you're telling me, and you're not understanding. You're not trying to understand. Look. Now you need to have chain of narrations. Do you know the chain of narration of the hadith? Do you know how many narrators there were? Do you know how many of them were reliable?
No.
Do you know how many of them, one of them might have been a liar?
No, because your scholars would have taken it down.
Have you checked?
Your scholars.
No, they don't take it down.
They would have.
They don't. They explain it in the book. It explains underneath. This hadith is fabricated. You have to go into deep study of hadith. You know. For example, you have university. You have scientists and you have historians. When they're looking deep into the situation. Just like that, Islam has that code.
So what you're saying to me is that your scholars, they leave these hadiths up and they don't take them down.
No, no.
But then the minute a Christian tries to bring them out,
they leave them in there, but they explain this one is a fabricated hadith. This one will be a lie. This one is weak. I think that's perfectly
even the intelligence, your intelligence, God give us intelligence, human being. Anyone who talk hadith, your intelligence, if you want it, if you're looking for, if you're finding out the truth, you will apply your intelligence. If someone come up with you for hadith, hadith means you can charge yourself.
Yeah, so this one, so
you picked out one hadith out of 1,000, gone.
Yeah, so this one from Sahih Muslim.
Yep, gone.
So I'll read it, and because you might not like it.
I haven't. Go ahead.
You decide that.
Go ahead. I'm not a specialist in hadith.
Okay.
So when you bring this up, it's like me picking up something, a narrator of Luke John, in another book. In one sentence you picked out, and I bring it to you and I say, look at that. That's the way you're saying.
One sentence. So
even if it's a page.
All right. So this
from another book.
So Sahih Muslim, book 17, number 4194, says Abdullah bin Abbas reported that Umar bin Khattab sat on the pulpit of Allah's Messenger and said, "Verily, Allah sent Muhammad with truth, and He sent down the book upon him, and the verse of stoning was included in what was sent down to him. We recited it, retained it in our memory, and understood it. Allah's Messenger awarded the punishment of stoning to death to the married adulterer and adulteress, and after him we also awarded the punishment of stoning. I am afraid that with the lapse of time the people may forget it and may say, we do not find the punishment of stoning in the book of Allah, and thus go astray by abandoning this duty prescribed by Allah. Stoning is a duty laid down in Allah's book for married men and women who commit adultery when proof is established, or if there is pregnancy or a confession." What, you want to look it up?
No, I just want to see, because hold on.
This is the example I'm focusing on.
Can you give me the hadith? Which hadith?
Yeah, it's,
the number.
Well, it's Sahih Muslim, book 17, number 4194. Although that is the English reference.
No problem. So forget that here.
Bukhari, sorry?
No, it's Muslim.
Muslim, not Bukhari. Okay. So Sahih Bukhari.
No,
Sahih Muslim, yeah. Hadith.
I'm just trying to get you the number. Okay, oh yeah, Sahih Muslim 1691A.
1691A.
Yeah.
So this is 1,000th hadith, yeah? Sahih, sorry, I have to type it again. Sahih Muslim
1691 A.
I'm trying to find the chain of narration for it.
But isn't the chain usually at the top of the Arabic?
No, yeah. See, you don't even know the chain, do you? You think it's just two people narrating it?
No. Normally the chain is meant in the Arabic.
In the Arabic.
It's usually at the top.
The thing is, I can't read Arabic.
Alright.
Start with. So you're wrong.
You can read Arabic. Yeah, you can read the chain for you.
I don't think the chain will be in Arabic.
No, because Abbas was telling me that it's normally always at the top.
Is there any chain here at the top? Do you see
It's
any?
at the top of the Arabic.
Is there any chain? No. So look, you know what it is? The questions you're asking, yeah. Number one, it's in you're Christian.
Yeah.
You believe in Jewish law of stoning? Do you believe in the stoning in the Bible, in the Old? Yeah.
Yeah, but
So no, hold on, no buts.
no, there is a but.
It's the same as your Bible or Judaism, and then you're asking me, why isn't it in the Quran? Do you get it? It's
Yeah.
something you believe in your own religion, and then you're asking why is it in the Quran, and why is in the hadith it's saying it's in the verse but it's not in the Quran. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't know the chain of the hadith, number one. So you don't know who's narrator. You don't know the strength of the hadith, right?
Yeah, bro.
So that's your next research. But what I'm trying to say is, what you're trying to do, what I see, brother, I see you're just trying to ask questions to Muslims to try to put doubt in them. That's all you're doing. But yet you're not studying. You're not trying to find. Have you researched the Bible like this, or the? Be honest with me.
Yes.
You've tried to look for mistakes.
No, I already knew of them long before I come here.
So you know so you've seen a lot of mistakes in the Bible.
Yeah, but you call them mistakes.
Oh,
I actually research to understand what happened.
Okay, so you're not understanding what the Quran or Umar bin Khattab is saying, or I have to obviously check that hadith. You're not trying to understand what the Quran is saying, but you're understanding what the Bible is saying. Isn't that a bit insincere though? Because you're trying to understand what the Bible is saying with some of the contradictions. You're trying to see, but when you show Quran and you show these different verses which mean the same thing, you're not trying to understand that.
Yeah, but there's a difference, because remember, Muslims say the Quran is the speech of Allah. We don't say that about the Bible.
No, but so what is the Bible not from God? You believe?
No, it's a collection of.
But is it from God?
Hmm?
Is it from God?
No, but obviously.
Is it from God? Yes or no?
Yeah, but what do you mean? You're asking us too specific a question.
Is it divinely revealed, this book, the Bible?
All right, let me. This is how you ask that question that you just asked. What you ask someone is, the Bible, is it something that God spoke down to someone? And then I will say, what he spoke is in there, but there's also history in there as well. So that's the answer.
It's a mixture of stuff.
Yeah.
So there are flaws in there. There would be flaws in there, you would say, because it's been man-made, man's influence in there.
Yeah, man's influence is there.
And that could be flawed.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's God who made those men. So that's what we know, and that's
you can't use that. God made those men.
No, we
God made Satan, so that doesn't mean we accept it in the book if someone influences it.
Because we believe God can control Satan as well anyway.
No, the thing is that God can do whatever He wills.
Yeah.
But you can't use that reasoning to say the Bible. God's created men, so it's fine to have men's errors in there. Come on, it's a book. It's a book that you follow.
No,
it's a book that nations follow.
No, anything that goes in there. No, anything that goes in there, because God knows the future, He already knows. So He already knows whatever happens. His plan is already going to work.
So you ultimately agree that there are flaws in the Bible that humans have made.
Yeah, but that God knows about. That God knew was going to happen. Yeah, so it's no problem. That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why the Bible cannot be something which stands the test of time, because many men have influenced it. So, for example, Judas,
who were made by God,
or someone, a narrator, could have contaminated the Bible.
Who were made by God.
So the thing is, I'll tell you what. If tomorrow the Bible, or so let's say a religion changed into something totally different, would you say it's fine? I'll follow that. Let's say in another 1,000 years the Bible's meaning completely changes, and you say man has influenced it. Would you follow that?
Yeah, but it hasn't changed since the time it came out.
It did. That's the whole premise.
In what way?
The thing is man has changed the Bible. and you know it,
I know.
and you know
Okay,
it. You say it yourself.
No, all right.
It's been influenced by different versions over time. King James version, all of these versions. You know it, my
Okay,
friend.
so who did the changes then?
You tell me.
No, you're the one making the accusation.
So you don't believe that man made changes to the Bible? You're the one who said yourself that man had influenced the Bible.
No, but you were saying changes.
So you said the historical historical input from mankind in the Bible. You're saying doesn't you said it existed, right? You said it existed, right?
Yeah, but do you understand how those things could have gotten in there?
How?
No, so do you understand?
I'm asking you because you
No,
believe in it.
but I want to know if you can understand how it could
All
have
I'm
got
saying,
in.
I'll tell you my study of the Bible, right? I haven't studied to the extent that you would probably study the Bible. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen contradictions. I've looked at it. I've seen the contradictions. I've seen how Jesus. There are some stages that Jesus is worshipping God. At the same time, people are calling him God around him. But Jesus is never calling himself God.
No one calls him.
Yeah, I mean, even
Like where?
what I'm saying, Son of God, what have you? You know the belief of Christians. A lot of Christians, you have
No. It's in
Unitarian.
Bible. In Bible. It's a stick only to the Bible.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So, for example, when Jesus is talking about worship of God, you know, we see the similarities in the Quran with the Bible as well. But there are some contradictions that you have in the Bible as well in terms of the way Jesus is described.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But as I said, what I'm trying to say to you is that you believe there are fallacies in the Bible.
Fallacies.
Man-
You're saying a different word.
Okay, man's input in the Bible, historical. You said it's also a historical book and divine. So you're
but
saying,
how-
and
yeah,
I
but-
asked you the question, can I have mistakes? And you said yeah, because God knows about it. That's what your answer was.
Yeah, but what kind of input? That's the thing. See, you're trying to make it sound as if it's deliberate changes.
Because you said man's
No,
input.
but see,
Because if man,
that's where you have the
if
problem.
man has inputted, then it's going to be flawed. Man is flawed. You agree with me
but
there.
this is where you have the problem. See, you're saying that man has an input into it.
I said to you, man has an input, and you agreed with me.
No. All right. Yeah, I agreed about the input.
Yeah.
But whether it's actually deliberate change.
So you think they did it by mistake? Some of the contradictions, like Solomon having different number of horses in the same battle, and in another verse.
Right. So how else would it have happened?
So but what I'm trying to say is, just like that, a lot of errors could have happened in the Bible, just like those contradictions that I've just said.
Yeah.
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, good. I've waited for him for 2 hours. Tell him I've waited for 2 hours. Tell him I've waited for him for 2 hours. Tell him to go home. Okay, brother, it's good talking to you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Take care, my brother.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
Israelites will return to take down Islam.